Hi everyone, Daniel here once again, and today what we're going to be talking about is money, money, money. And it's a topic that is, in a sense, nobody really wants to talk about it, isn't it? The rich don't really want to tell people they're rich. The poor don't really want to talk about money as well. So it's a topic that is very misunderstood. Nobody really, feels very comfortable talking about it, which is why I choose to talk about it because it is something that's so important but yet so misunderstood. And the topic for today really is money good or bad? And what is your relationship, you who are listening to this video, what is your relationship with money? And you might think, oh, come on, Dan, I don't have a relationship with money. What do you mean? Is it, are you saying that I love money or I hate money? But if you think about it, if we have a perception that money is good or bad, it might consciously or subconsciously influence our relationship with money. Give you an example. If you think money is bad or rich people are terrible, they are proud and they are this and they are that, negative perceptions about money and rich people, then perhaps there is already a block. And whenever you have more money coming into your life, then subconsciously you might, your decisions would be to spend the money or to find a way to get rid of it. Of course, you might think at first instance you must be mad, why would I get rid of money? But you start to think about your patterns in life. And I remember a time in my life whenever I had accumulated monies to up to say, I was a $5,000 man at one point. When I first started working, whenever I had $5,000, I'll find something to spend it on. I would do a renovation in my room. I would bring the family on a holiday, and I could never save beyond that figure. So my thought is that all of us need to examine and be conscious about what are our relationship. What is our relationship with money? What are our thoughts beyond that? And have you ever heard of this quote over here? Money is the root of all evil. Heard that before? Yeah, and I struggled so much with that, growing up and being, and those of you who know me, growing up in a church ministry, and people tell me, hey, you can't love both God and money. And, I really struggled with that because on one hand, I saw they were so important, or rather the lack of money in my life growing up, had a huge impact, right, in terms of family tensions. I felt like I couldn't pursue a lot of things I wanted to do. But at the same time, is it being ungodly? If I'm starting to think of how could I use my talents, my gifts, to serve people, and in the process, wanting to accumulate more money. So it's a topic that I struggled with for such a long time. And I just want to share with you, more than 20 years of what I realized. And and for those of you who are Christian, this is in 1 Timothy. It says, the love of money is the root of all evil. So it's not money in itself, right? It's really how much we as humans are attached, our hearts are attached to money. Because, you could have very little and you could be not attached to money, right? You could give away whatever little you have. You could have a lot and be very attached to money, and the vice versa is true as well. So I think it's really about the attachment. And it's so funny, I chose the US dollar from our previous travels last year to the States because of the back. Look at this at the back here. It says, in God we trust. And the question for all of us is, when, especially in times like this, we might be having salary cuts. We might be people on furlough, like forced to take no pay leave, or people might be losing jobs. Where do we put our trust in? Is it in God, or do we put trust in physical things, in money? Of course, don't get me wrong, money is definitely important, but question is who provides that money for you, for your family, for your needs. That's something to think about. The second thing I wanted to share with you is money is a good servant but a terrible master. And what that means is, people might think, oh, don't talk about money, don't worry about that. But I realized that money is actually in everyone's consciousness a lot of the time. Do I have enough of it? How can I make better use of it? How can I make it grow? Do I have enough to pay the bills? Can I have more money to go on a holiday? Things like that. But people don't talk about it. And I think because precisely it's such a topic that is almost taboo, it's important for us to have the perspective that we don't want money to almost be the master of our thoughts, master of our life. But on the other hand, we want to be a good master of money. right? How could we be a good master of money in the terms of having financial mastery? And for those of you who haven't checked out Born Poor Die Rich, I strongly suggest you check it out, because we put up a lot of free content of value to help people in financial mastery, as well as growing passive income through property investing. So I think the second message is really, how can you be a good master of money and not the other way around, right? Another quote that comes to mind is, you want to love people and use money, not the other way around, which is so often the case in this world. So the last thing I want to say is, money in itself is neutral, right? It's not good, it's not bad. It merely amplifies who you already are. So for people who are, philanthropists, or you have a great heart, you have a great heart for helping the poor, whatever money you have, you will use those resources to help the people around you, be it your family members, your friends, someone who needs a helping hand. If you walk by someone on the street who needs money, you would be very loose with your hands, in the sense that your love for money is not so tight that I need to cling onto it, and you'll be more happy to share whatever little you might have. And that amplifies, money actually amplifies the good that you can do. The more of money you have, you can do more good. However, if someone is, if someone is bad, then obviously having more money also amplifies who they already are. It allows them to do more bad, more harm, more damage in this world. So something for you to think about, midweek, as think about your relationship with money. Do you think money is good or bad? What are some of your money beliefs? Some people, there are lots of money beliefs, and I love you to comment some of that on the chat here, so we can take a look. Some people's money belief is, money doesn't grow on trees. I have to work very hard to earn money. Money doesn't come easily to me, or rich people are selfish. So tons and tons of those. Leave your comments down below, and I think I'd like to invite you to think over the next few days, do you really think money is good or bad? If you had more money in your life, what good impact could you make in the lives of those around you? Yeah, so hope you enjoyed this video. If you have, please share this, give a like, subscribe to our channel at Born Poor Die Rich, and we'll see you in the next video.